Okay, so today was a big day. Started out, I woke up and I was kind of planning on going to the 8:30 service at Southland, but I woke up too late. But I woke up in time to get ready to go to the 10 o'clock service, and I really wanted to go because I haven't been to church in a few weeks. And so I got ready and I went, and once again I went alone, which I usually do. I like to go. Um, but all year, especially like for the past few months, I've really felt like God has been um, leading me to getting baptized. I really have been feeling Him like tugging in my heart whenever I think about it or whenever people get baptized at Southland. But there are two things that I felt like needed to happen. And the first was that I didn't want to be alone. I feel like I wanted a friend there with me, not just for the sake of having someone with me, but more or less like an accountability partner. Um, and I really wanted like an emotional experience. Like I feel like I've never really had like an emotional experience during worship, which has kind of frustrated me because it's like I know what I'm doing and I know I believe what I'm saying and worshiping, but that's it. And it's like people around me are crying and it's like, why aren't I crying? Why doesn't it make me cry? So I felt like that needed to happen too, and I felt like I knew that when the time was right, it would be right. So I go to Southland and I'm walking in and I run into a group of girls, including Courtney Ray, who is one of my very dear friends. And so I sat with them and I sat next to Courtney, and the service was amazing. And there was a woman there, and her name was Anne Klein, and she is a Holocaust survivor. She was incredible. And it was just an incredible service, very convicting and heartbreaking. And as it ended, we went into worship, and I was just so emotional. And it's the first time in my life that I've really felt emotional like that. And I knew that it was just time to go. And so after a little while of being like almost tapping Courtney on the back, I finally did, and I asked her if she would come with me. And I basically like pulled her up to the front, and we go in the back of the church, and the guy was back there, and they were kind of like running around and not really knowing what to do, and I think they were surprised, and the service was almost over, and he was like, do you want to wait until the next service? And I was like, no, I really don't. I think I want to do it. I want to do it now. And so I ran into the bathroom, and they have clothes there for you to wear. And Courtney grabbed a pair of shorts, and I grabbed a t-shirt, and the t-shirt was too big, and the shorts were too small, but I didn't care. I've never gotten undressed and dressed so quickly. And I ran backstage, and the guy was like, whoa, you really do want to go, don't you? And so he talked me through it a little bit, and one girl went before me, and then it was my turn, and it was amazing. It was the most amazing experience of my life. I was baptized as a baby, and now I've been baptized by my own choice, and I really feel like a new person. And to have made this commitment to give myself to the Lord, to really make this commitment in front of 1,000 or 2,000 people, it's incredible. So I did it. It was awesome. And then I got to go sign the wall and fill out paperwork, and I got a certificate. And then a group of friends that had been in the audience saw me, and they met me after church and took us out to lunch. Courtney and I went out to lunch with them, and it was great. So yay, November 2nd, 2008, I got baptized.